Hello, welcome once again to another week of Lilac. I hope your Thanksgiving break was really good and you had a very enjoyable break. Now let's get back to Lilac. Once again, I am Patrick and I will be teaching 4th grade math. Okay, so right now we're going to be talking about temperatures. So there are three types of temperature. There are three measurements for temperatures. Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin. Fahrenheit and Celsius are the most common measurements you'll see. Kelvin, you'll probably only see until high school, so you don't need to worry about Kelvin for now. For now, we're going to focus on Fahrenheit and Celsius, and obviously this measurement is Fahrenheit, so we're going to be focusing on Fahrenheit mainly. So basically how we're trying to find a temperature is we just basically subtract, okay? Or we're trying to find a change in temperature, so we subtract. So for example, number one, we're trying to find a change from -10 to 20. Okay, and then 20. So basically, we can just subtract to get the answer. And as we all know, two negatives make a plus. So that's 30. That's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The change in temperature is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's try doing one more. Okay. 45 degrees Fahrenheit to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. What's the difference? So we can just do 90 minus 45, which is 45. Okay, so the difference is 45 degrees. Okay. Let's try doing these. Okay. So, 100. So around 100 to like 110-ish degrees is when it's gonna be really hot. It's like a day in the summer. Okay. Usually a day in the summer is around 100 to 110, and that's the time when you want to like have an ice cream, go to the pool, go to the beach, and be cool and like want to be cool. But because it's extremely hot. And obviously 185 is way hotter than like 100 or 110. And a bowl of hot, and if you want to measure like a bowl of hot soup, so like the temperature of soup, it won't be 185 because then like your mouth will literally burn or like be like, yeah, burned. So we don't want that. We would rather want a soup that's around 85 degrees. Okay, for an ice cube. Ice cube is really cold, right? And 30, and like I said before, 100 degrees is really, really hot. And so we would rather want the number that's lower, which is 30 degrees. For temperatures, the higher the number is, the hotter it is. And the lower the number is, the colder it is. For a classroom, like I said before, temperatures that are like over 100 are really, really hot. Therefore, and in a classroom, we're usually not sweating, we're usually not tired, we're usually not like very hot. It's usually not that hot in the classroom. That's because it's not over 100 degrees. Therefore, the answer should be around 75. Okay, so the next page is about inequalities. So which of these numbers, 5, 7, or 12, make each inequality true? Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is you're trying to replace x with one of these three numbers, 5, 7, or 12, and make this inequality true. Okay, so basically x is smaller than 7. Which of these numbers, 5, 7, or 12, make this inequality true? The only answer is 5, right? Because 5 is the only number that's less than 7. 7 is equal to 7, and 12 is greater than 7. So therefore, those two cannot be it, and therefore it has to be 5. Try doing another one. So let's try doing number 6. Or 5. 5, sorry. So x minus 12 equals 0. Which of these 5, 7, or 12, which of those numbers make this equation true? The only one is 12, right? Because only 12 minus 12 equals 0. 7 minus 12 does not equal 0, and 5 minus 12 does not equal 0. Therefore, it has to be 12. Okay? Let's try doing number 10. Okay, 13 is bigger than x. Which of these three numbers, 5, 7, or 12, make this inequality true? So basically, which of those three numbers are smaller than x? The answer is all of them. 5, 7, and 12. All three of those numbers are smaller than 13. Therefore, the answer is all three. There are multiple answers for these. So like it could be like 5, 7, it could be 5, 12, it could be 7, 12, depending on the inequality. So just make sure to keep in mind for that. Okay. Now let's try doing standard test prep. We're trying to do number 1. So what is the best estimate for 309 divided by 5? So we can round up 309 to 310 to make it easy to divide by 5. 310 divided by 5 is around 62. Okay, so if it's 62, which of these numbers are closest to 62? Is it 6? Is it 6 or 7? Is it 8 or 9? Is it 60 or 70? Is it 80 or 90? The closest answer is C, 60 or 70. So yeah. Okay, let's do some more standard test prep. Okay, so for number 1, Ryan has soccer practice at 3 o'clock. A bus trip will take 35 minutes. Which bus should Ryan take to get to practice on time? So what we can do is we can just add 35. Okay, since the bus picks up Ryan at this time, we just need to add, and the bus trip will take 35 minutes, and you have to get there before 3 o'clock. We can just add up the numbers to see when Ryan will arrive to soccer practice. So if he goes on to bus A, which picks him up at 2:10, and it will take 35 minutes to get there. If you just add 2:10 plus 35, that will equal 2:45. Okay, which is not 3, which is actually at a lower time, which means that he will arrive at a faster time or earlier time than his practice, which is good. You always want to be at your practice earlier or on time. If you add 2:30 plus 35, that would mean he'll arrive at 3 o'clock and 5 minutes. 3:05. Okay? Remember, we're talking about time, so it's 60 minutes. Okay? So, and then all these other numbers are bigger or later than 2:30. Therefore, that means he will arrive later than 3:05 for both C and D. Therefore, and you don't want to be late to practice, so Ryan should pick bus A in order to get on time. And that should be it. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving break, and I hope you guys